Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Quickly to Addison here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Handoff right side, Nwangu. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a give running left is Nwangu. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He'll try again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line. Here we go, Shay.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Bengals sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to play really well here.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
At the Vikings' 47-yard line.
79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Second down. Howell now. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dean Lowry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Play action now. Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake. Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now Cousins. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and 2. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Give left side here for Nwangu. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
42-yard line.
Second down and a yard.
Here we go. Right side.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Second and a couple. Completes this to Addison out left. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Well, first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Hines. And some room to run now. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And Howe will throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal.
They run with Hines. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. This is Hines. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Naeem Hines. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 65 yards, and the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Tackle. Panther 11.
On first down, Howell. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now it's Hines. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As Sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Howell. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll send a tight end in motion right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Howell out of the shotgun. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Well, Howell's going to mix it up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bengals passing game finding, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So on 4th down on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it will come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Another run now for Nwangu. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't give points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, trying to slow things down a little bit. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That is incomplete. I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it. Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half. And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs. I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Hey, 382, last 50. What's up?
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Off the play fake, Cousins under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Fighting him off. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll go right back to the Wangu. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Meanwhile, Cousins, and the throw here caught by Addison. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On play action, Cousins. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, maybe that's the spark that they needed here, Charles. Trailing, but a big block. We'll see if that swings the momentum a bit.
You mentioned the word spark. I'm just wondering, as they went off the field and the offense was coming out, did one of those special teams members say, hey, obviously we haven't given up on this one. We've given you a little bit of a spark. What are you going to do with it?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Howell. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Howell looking to throw again. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st down, Howell to throw. Open man is Yoshibas. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Luck. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Bengals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, these are the situations that come up in practice and are talked about all the time. This is as tough as it gets for a defense. They've got to defend a very short field after that turnover. They're not home yet, but a really nice job there pushing them backwards on 1st and goal.
Howell down to throw it. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Elijah Higgins, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Howell throwing for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action. Cousins. Short throw caught by the tight end, Oliver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But
touchdown! Jordan Addison, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howe. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis C. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Drive will start with Nwangu. 20, 10, and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards on the ground. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 4 yards out. And the Vikings have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Bengals 16.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Howe, he'll look to throw it. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another throw for Howell. Throws the out route, and he's got it complete to Hines. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll go play action. Howell eluding the pressure right. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hines not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Waddle from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back.
And now the rookie's free. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Bengals 37-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Play fake. Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Jordan Addison with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
Yo. Yeah, I got a minute left for my game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out.
But basically, you got a time to R2 instead of just pressing it.
They can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall,
I got 58 seconds left, y'all.
Out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
This dude got Jalen Waddle and Jamar Chase on the same team, Lewis, and he fucking sucked.
Over here up near the 40.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Cousins here to throw. Oh, going for
yeah, give me 1 second. I got 46 seconds left in my game.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because
See, y'all been hooping today a little bit, Kanye, man.
Great work with the ball in the air.
Wait, you
Never
here?
gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So line of scrimmage.
How long you got left on?
2nd and 10.
8 and 9.
Handoff right side to Wangu. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Play action now. Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage. And just like
He really called him timeout. Come on, bro. It's 42-23. This game's over with.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this returnable for Hines.
8 seconds.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
All right, it's over.
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this